Okay, guys. Come on in. I'm going to pop the link in the chat again. So as you guys come in and you decide you want to participate or have a comment, a question, perhaps an experience to share, that's what we're going to be doing today. Sharing some
Hello.
welcome, Missy Love.
Thank you.
Let me turn this down. Now, how did the music sound? Was it all garbly?
Yeah. Turn it up again, because when I came in, I came on the end. So.
On the end. Okay. All right. Let's do a quick little mic check real quick for ourselves.
Okay.
Now I'm seeing that there's a little feedback.
Feedback for me?
And a delay.
Okay. You want me to sign out and come back in?
Yeah, try that and go ahead and try that and see if that helps. Or does it have something to do with your mic or something like that? I'm not real sure.
Because I don't have it on the phone right now. That was a problem last time, was the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I turned that off.
Yeah, what I'm getting back is some feedback and then it's a delay.
Okay, let me check.
Oh, what did I do that for? Okay.
Let me put on my headphones and see if that works. Let's see here.
Okay.
You know, sometimes that's better.
And let me double check because we're the only two in the room. I wonder if I didn't let me go back and check the streamline and see if I didn't not put it on private.
Okay.
Hang on a second.
It says private chat.
Be right back, guys. Yeah, but I mean the whole channel. Let me see. Hang on. Let's see. More broadcast information. Live. And is it public? Yeah, it's scheduled for public, so yeah. It's already it's in. I guess just no one's popped in yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's try the mic check again.
Okay.
How are you, Miss C Love?
I'm doing good. How does it
That is
sound?
wonderful. That's perfect.
Awesome.
That's the thing. How is my sound
Mm-hmm.
to you?
Perfect.
Awesome. So that's the way we have to do it
Mm-hmm. And put
with the
on
headphones.
your, try your music and see how that works.
You want to try and see what it sounds like again?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Let's see. And you would ask me to do that? Hold on. I think I got it.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's what you're used to doing anyway, right?
Yeah, but I want it to sound amazing. We'll get there one day, but
Right.
yeah, we
Um,
got four, we got what, three other folks in here. Say hi, guys. Whoever's inside, don't be shy. Say hi. Actually, we're
now,
going to be talking about ascension symptoms and ways to cope with it, to get through it. And actually, just before I went on live today, I had to use some of it, like real quick before I came on, because we have all these energies coming at us from every angle, guys. And I had some information that hit me like it slapped you on the side of the head. And instead of initially, I did what I normally would do and get caught up in that emotion immediately, but I had to step back and reflect on some of my meditative skills um, and just learning to I did actually what we're going to talk about a little bit tonight is called cloud meditation as one of the techniques that I used and I utilized just then too. I just stopped, sat down, took some deep breaths, focused on my breath, and just focused a blue cloud, not a blue cloud, just a blue sky. And as the clouds are passing, whatever that bad news that I just got, actually that cloud was black. But as
hmm,
it passed through, I didn't focus on that cloud. I just said, oh, here's a blue sky and here's a black cloud, tornado, whatever it is, hurricane, and let it go.
let it go.
Let it go.
Hmm.
Yeah. So anyway, Miss C Love, would you like to introduce yourself, darling? Again, this is Miss C
Hi. Hello, everyone. So good to see new faces coming through. I am, my name is Cynthia. I go by C Love. And you know what? I think this is pretty much, I've been hearing so many of us having these ascension symptoms and all of this. But just to tell you a little about me, I know today I I had a rough day too. It was just a heaviness. You know, have you been feeling that
Love. Mm-hmm.
heaviness? And
Say that again.
so yeah, it was a heaviness. Heaviness. Can everyone hear
Yes,
me
ma'am.
okay? I just want to make sure. Yeah. And
Yeah.
so I had
Can you, C Love? Can you pump up your volume just a little bit? And it sounds
mhm,
just a little bit crackly. I don't know
okay.
if you can fix that or not, but that's what I hear. Is there sound okay, guys? And my sound okay? If someone could give us like a mic check and let us know if you hear us okay. Hi,
Testing.
Luana. Hi, Walter. Nicole. Hi, darlings. Welcome.
Testing, testing.
Luana, let me know if you can hear me, darling. I hear crackling. Is it still
Okay.
when we talk to Nicole? Is it crackling?
Testing, 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 testing. One, two,
Because I
three.
I turned off my Bluetooth. Crackling. Well, hi, Walter. Thank you, darling. He says it's crackling a little, but can you guys kind of understand us, though? Is it so bad to where you can't understand us?
Testing,
Give
testing,
me a one if
testing.
you can take it. One if you can take it. Okay. All right. We'll just keep going. We'll just
Okay.
keep going.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
okay. Now we were talking about ascension symptoms, and you felt like a heaviness,
Yeah, I felt the
this week.
heaviness. Yeah, I did. I did.
Thank you, Walter and Luana. And if you guys
Thank
have some
you.
similar symptoms as we're talking about this stuff, if you are having some of the same similar symptoms, point it out so we'll know who's experiencing what. Okay, let's
Yes,
get interactive. And anybody that wants to join on the panel tonight, click on the link and we'll invite you in. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to. You can just do your avatar, but we welcome and encourage your input.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you, Mimi. Oh, that's
Mimi.
Mimi. Hi, Mimi.
Hi, Mimi. Yeah, so yeah, I'm having one. I had one of those days, but like you, I um I just did some breathing. I practiced the breathing, my breathing, and just really, like you said, meditation. And I also did some self talk. Like I just totally just said, just like you know, this what I'm feeling right here is I'm feeling this, but it shall pass. I am totally happy. I am so happy right now. I feel great. And I just kept speaking that to myself because I was not going to let whatever that was, you know what I mean? It's just like I feel, I feel great. I'm this is a wonderful day. It's and like you said, the sky was gray and it was dark and heavy, and so yeah, I do that a lot.
Hmm.
Self
Yeah,
talk.
absolutely. So, what I did is that there's some things I've been researching a lot of this stuff for a long time and practicing some of it too. But I went online today and was looking for other ideas in addition to what I already do my practice myself, and I wanted to share, some of that with you. And as I go through mine, then if you have if you use that, say, hey, I use that one too. Or if you have something that we don't mention, pop that in there, please. Share that
Mhm.
information. Whatever is helping you will might help one of us too. So
Mhm.
let's share this information. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I wanted to know. Okay, so my question was, why are these the symptoms are happening? What is happening? Why am I having the dizziness and the aches and the pains and the mood swings, and why is this
Mhm.
happening?
Mhm.
And what it
Mhm.
is, one person says that it's the neurons are releasing, and what's happening is we are purging that old all those old energies. We're purging them, and especially um, like negative thoughts or negative emotions or things like that. And even though we've done that soul, what is it called? Soul work? What is that?
Shadow work.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shadow
Mhm.
work. That's something that we need to practice to keep working on those shadows, because like just a few minutes ago, just before my live, one of them shadows came through the door that I thought I had quelled, but that let me know that there's some more work that I need to do to address that. So
Yeah.
doing that shadow work is critical.
Yeah, it's
Um,
and we're always going to be working on ourselves. That's but yeah, we are in this age of Aquarius where this is the time period for evolution. Big Mama's she's here, and she's doing what she does to cleanse and purge and all that's necessary to somebody saying generational trauma. Read the body keeps score. I'm sorry, but yeah,
Hi, Ellis.
absolutely. So yeah, Big Mama energy is here, And so, yeah, this is that time. So, absolutely, we're going to be feeling it for sure. All this, like you were saying, the
Absolutely. And
shifting.
the physical pain that we feel in the body. I was trying to figure out, well, why, I understand we are ascending spiritually, but why is my body hurting so much? Why am I having these gastric problems and aches and pains and nausea and headaches, and why is this happening to me?
Yeah.
And it's because our physical bodies are literally changing.
Mm-hmm.
We are
Mm-hmm.
changing, I guess, from the carnal body to the crystalline body. We're becoming light beings. Now, I
Yeah.
don't know if we're going to completely transform, into all spirit. I don't know that, but something is definitely happening physically
Yeah.
with our bodies.
It's definitely the cleansing and purging for sure. And then we're getting the
Yes.
DNA junk, activations. We're getting and so there's even word that there's gonna be DNA repairs.
Yeah.
So and it's coming through solar flares apparently. So
Yes, it's coming. The codes are
that's
coming in through the sun,
yeah,
is what I'm understanding. Those codes are coming in from the sun.
yeah. So yeah,
Have you heard that?
you're asking me?
Yeah. Have you heard that? Where it's some type of codes that's coming directly from the sun.
Absolutely. I've gotten word that it's coming directly from solar flares from the sun. But I what I try to do is just to focus on me feeling good and getting through all that's happening, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if anybody has any other suggestions, like what kind of meditation do you do? What kind of I know exercise is always good, right? So I'm working on
Absolutely.
having a nice plan for exercising, changing my diet, and not eating so much, I guess, heavy stuff, heavy food.
Mm-hmm.
And because we're light beings, and we don't need a lot of heavy stuff, I mean, so it's those kinds of, I mean, I love to eat now, but we're getting to a point where we may not we may not have to eat as much anymore, so
Mm-hmm.
I know you were saying
Yeah, yeah.
yesterday
And that's
that.
that's another symptom. One of the symptoms that I've noted other uh, people speaking about, and actually people that are teaching, on different channels. They said part of it is a lot of people will not want to eat. They'll have a loss of appetite. Yeah, and I've
Exactly.
noted that. I mean, yeah, I've been eating very, very light.
Yeah.
Actually, I've lost about 7 pounds in the last 2 weeks because
Really.
I don't want to eat. So what I've been
Really.
doing is doing like smoothies and things like that, and that's one of the things on the list as well of what you can do to help yourself. Is
Mm-hmm.
I'll get to that in just a minute. Let me go ahead and finish this little part first. Um, I wanted to bring this little part up one more time about shadow work because it struck a chord with me because as we shift, as we're going through the shift, a lot of stuff, like I mentioned before, deep stuff within us is going to be kicked up to the surface, all that
Mm-hmm.
old stuff. So it's imperative that we sit with it, acknowledge it. It occurred. But the most important thing that I have learned is if you can ask forgiveness of the person, if it's possible. If you feel like you need to apologize to that person and ask for forgiveness, do that. But if you
Mm-hmm.
can't, still apologize to them, I guess in your spirit. But it's most important that you forgive yourself
Absolutely.
for whatever you did. Ask yourself, and I've done this personally. I thought of the worst thing possible that I've done in my life. And I'll think back and I'll say, okay, Monica, if you had an opportunity to live that over one more time, would you do it? Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. And I forgive myself for that
Yes.
and move on. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's a good point you're making too. That as we're purging and cleansing, we may experience those feelings. But it's good to know what it is and what it's coming from. It's exciting, actually. It's like, oh yeah,
Exactly.
I'm be happy. Okay, this stuff is coming
Mhm.
out. Getting rid
Exactly.
of this
And you
stuff.
can acknowledge it, and it's there, and you deal with it. You heal it and send it on.
Yeah,
Don't pack it away in the luggage. Put it in the
yeah,
back of the closet in a box. No, it needs to
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Free
Ign-
yourself. You don't need that weight. You don't need it. Let it go.
Yeah, don't pack it away for sure. That's a good one. Don't pack it
Yeah.
away.
You don't want to carry
Yeah.
all that luggage with you everywhere.
So the key is to acknowledge it and just let it pass. Acknowledge it. It's there. Okay, I know what it is. Okay, and just let
Hmm.
it pass by. And now speak positively. So now I have a list of affirmations that I wanted to also share at some point, but just say some positive affirmation that
Okay.
makes
I
you
have a list too,
feel
so we'll say
good.
them all together. I'll let
Yeah,
you go first when it's time, and then I'll
yeah.
say mine after yours.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But does
And then
anyone
another
have?
point I said again.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I wanted you to finish what you were saying.
I was going to ask the group if anyone has any questions or comments or suggestions. Feel free to jump in, please. Um,
Absolutely. LS says
yeah.
generational trauma. Read the body keeps score. Bingo. She's always um, not advertising, but sharing these awesome
Okay.
books. Thank you, LS.
Awesome. Thank
Read the
you.
body it because it keeps score. Yeah, and that's one of the
Really.
things that we're going to talk about is past traumas. They
Yeah.
settle different places in our bodies. For
Yeah.
me, a lot of my I hold a lot of my trauma and my pain and whatever in my shoulders.
Hmm.
That's where I hold
Hmm.
mine. Other people hold it in other different places. Some people it's their head. Some
Hmm.
people it's their back or whatever, their hips. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your
I think I
body
have.
remembers.
Yeah. Absolutely. I get this. I get this hump in my back of my neck. That I know when that hump is growing. You know that
Okay.
I need to work
I
on
got a
that.
machine that's gonna help you with that.
Oh, for real.
Yeah. Yeah. Nicole says,
I get this
is
hump out
that
of my neck.
why my body has been aching for no reason? Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
I
Nicole.
believe that. Yeah, we're
Possibly.
all experiencing body aches, and we're getting these CMEs from the sun. We're getting bombarded
Yeah.
with radiation.
Yeah.
I was watching. I think his name is Kalima or something, but he
Mhm.
shows the on this. What do you call that? The meter thing where he checks to see what the radioactive waves, and it's
Mhm.
been like 75, and
Mm.
anything over I think 20 or 25 is like cancer causing, and
Yeah.
it's been
Yeah.
75.
It's
Yeah,
been really up there. Absolutely.
absolutely, absolutely. And then
Okay.
the energy too. Hi, Sacagawea. Let's see. I've been experiencing you. You have a lack of appetite as well. Okay, thank you for
Yeah.
sharing that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
It's uh it's when you I know for me I was kind of like startled at first. It's like, what in the world is going on here? Because
mm-hmm.
you're feeling all these different aches and pains, and then you feel like vibrations, and my ears are ringing all the
Yes, we were
time.
going the same time.
Yeah.
Ears ringing. Yeah.
So are you guys experiencing any of that stuff?
Yeah. Please share,
Ears
guys.
ringing, anything like that? I love that book. I'm going to go ahead and get that book as well.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah.
Another point she made was fear. Fear makes ascension symptoms much worse. Is
Yeah.
fear.
Yeah.
And what's happening is as our bodies or I guess as our bodies are being pulled, that energy is pulling us. That's the best way I can explain it. Perhaps when we feel that, it frightens us, and then we're like, I don't know what this is, and you fight against it. It's almost like a tug of war,
Mhm.
and it's tiring. Your
Mhm.
body feels like it's wanting to do something, and you're like,
Mhm.
oh, it scares you. So
Yeah.
what she said is focus on no fear. And again,
Yeah.
for me, coming back to, I'm a sovereign free spirit being, I have nothing to fear. So
Yeah.
if that feeling comes again, try to just embrace it. Just relax and say,
Yeah.
okay, I have an idea of what this might be. I'll let me just kind
Br-
of go with the flow and just breathe and
breathe.
relax. No fear.
Breathing. This too shall pass. I
Yes.
am. I'm happy. I am feeling whatever. So here's my list. Would you like me to go ahead and read my list
Yes,
first,
please,
or
please.
okay? So let me go ahead and read my list. So so let me see here. I got quite a few, but so I release what is no longer serving me. I open up to receive my highest good. So in a sense, for the release of fear, we could and any kind of heaviness, we could say I release pain and suffering, or I release this heaviness, or this whatever the feeling is. And let me see here is all these are pretty much general, but I think we can switch it up and apply it to ourselves. But it says, I release what is no longer serving me. I open up to receive my highest good. I surrender all fears and doubts. So, in this particular sense, I release this anxiety or this feeling that's coming over me. Let this too shall pass. It's passing. I am, affirming my happiness and my joy at this moment. Whatever it is that makes you comfortable to own that this is temporary. It's only for this purging that we're experiencing. And it's, I'm so happy and joyful that my body's now purging and cleansing and being cleansed, so that I can be the best version of myself, and always thinking higher in that 5D mindset. I this is one thing that I really love is the think about all the ex Jehovah's Witnesses. Last week we talked about the paradise earth, and so now even in 5D, let's continue to you know speak paradise and speak the good feelings that we have about living on an earth that's free of suffering, free of pain. That's because this Aquarian age is a humanitarian, creative age, and so it's more about giving from our hearts. It's more about our heart space, and we really need to focus on, even when we're facing those moments when the shadow shows up. Always think from always project from your heart space. Go back to your heart and just think, what is my heart saying, because we're being judged on that, our hearts as well. So we really want to work on that. Some of the other things are, I release lower vibrational frequencies. That's a good one. We feel those low vibrations come in, and sometimes we got to deal with low vibrational frequencies. But if it's something that you really don't welcome and need in your space, release it. I release all lower vibrational frequencies. Um, I allow life to flow through me freely. All obstacles in my path effortlessly removed with ease and grace. All obstacles in my path removed effortlessly with me with ease and grace. I release pain and suffering as a means to grow. I am open to receiving the abundance of opportunities that are flowing to me. I release all beliefs, relationships, and people that no longer serve my highest good. I let go of all that isn't in alignment with my purpose. I allow myself to receive all that I desire. I activate the river joy that flows through me. I think I want to use this one more. I activate the river joy that flows through me. I release the need for those things in my life that are not serving my highest good. I am not afraid to let go. In their place, I receive love, joy, and abundance. But yeah, just sit around and repeat these positive thoughts. You
Yeah,
know,
those are awesome.
yeah.
Those are awesome. Wow. Now,
I mean,
I have let's see. I have a couple top 5 ways to help ascension symptoms. The top number one way to help ascension symptoms is decrease fear. Decrease
mm,
your fear. Stay calm. The calmer you are, the faster and easier it will be to get through the process. That's what I'm told. But it makes sense because when you tense up and you get all scared and whatever, everything tightens up.
mm-hmm.
Chill out,
Yes,
relax, work it out, work it out.
absolutely,
The
absolutely.
second one, and I've done this one myself, it's called gentle self touch. And not no weird touch now. I'm talking about just gentle self touch because there's times that I have gotten so upset that I will literally just rock myself. I will rock myself and gently cup my
Mm-hmm.
hands on
Mm-hmm.
my face and gently
Mm-hmm.
touch myself, just like a mother would comfort a child. And I'll hold myself and just tell myself it's okay. It's okay. And it really, really works. And I would do this even before I found her tip.
Mm.
But it really does help. I've used it myself.
Give
Um,
yourself give yourself a great big hug, right?
Absolutely. It actually it does something to the brain. It actually calms that fight or flight that's
Yeah,
activated in our brain. It
exactly.
actually
Yeah,
calms that down. Yeah.
yeah.
And then the third thing she says is hydrate, of course. Drink, 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 drink as you drink water. But you also want to do other things like coconut water because it has potassium and electrolytes, and it helps,
Mm-hmm.
you know, helps you balance your system that way. Green tea, detoxifying teas. I drink distilled water. Veggie juices too, like fennel, cucumber, celery, stuff like that is really, really good for you guys. And another point she made is to help unlock the pain. Like I mentioned before, I have a lot of pain in my shoulders. So gentle stretching, you know, stretch those muscles out gently, move around and stretch areas to where your body will tell you where you're hurting at. And again, get you some essential oils and some nice massage oil and massage yourself. And if you have a partner, that's even better. But if you don't, then you can massage yourself. Warm you up some essential oils and just massage yourself in those areas that are especially painful, and give yourself a self massage. And then that's what I was mentioning about the massager. My son bought me for my birthday, I think last year, one of these big old massagers, handheld, and it goes up from 1 to 30, and it has all kind of little bedazzled things on it, but it works perfectly. I can hold it with my hand like this and put it directly on those tender spots there, and it helps a lot. Yeah, but you have to be careful with those because it's the vibration is so hard you might injure yourself or make it hurt worse. So you want
Mm-hmm.
to gentle massage. Take as much as you can, but gently
Mm-hmm.
massage yourself. And then the
Mm-hmm.
last is my little affirmations. They're kind of short,
Mm-hmm.
just simple. Just sit there, get in a relaxed position, and just relax. And just say simple things like, all is well, all is well. I am transitioning from a caterpillar to a butterfly. Um, my body is well and cared for. Just simple things.
Yeah,
I
that's
am
it.
loved. I am
That's it.
loved through this process.
Mm-hmm.
I am gentle with myself. And as you say these affirmations and the ones that Sea Love shared, use that time as you make these affirmations. Caress yourself. I am worthy. I am healing. I am good. I'm well. Yeah,
And even when doing the shadow work, I find that, if something comes up, from childhood, I'll hug my little child self, and I'll give my child self a big hug and say everything's working out, everything's going to be all right, honey. um, and just, you know nurture that little girl or boy
absolutely,
within.
absolutely.
you know
Yeah.
um,
Reminds me of
Another
a
thing.
song that we used to sing. It reminds me of a song that we used to sing at the Butterfly Circle. I belong to this Lakota medicine Native American circle, and the one of the songs was, "I will be gentle with myself. I will love myself. I am a child of the universe. We together are one."
I love that. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Let's see who we got in here.
Yes.
Let's see. Yeah, Sacagawea's ears have been ringing a lot. Mine have too. Um, Anybody else? Sandy Welzer, Miss Monica haven't seen you for months now. I've been around just kind of sporadic. Your channel has changed the name. Yes, we Big Mama Energy in the house with the Crystalline Goddess and Miss Sea Love regulars. This is
Yes.
our channel now.
Big mama
Uh,
energy. Woo.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Sandy, aren't you an XJW too? I think you are, darling, because Miss C Love is an XJW. So we have some more things in common. Let's see. Luana says vibrations going all through my body, especially at night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Exactly, Luana. Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
Has any
Anyone
has it
having muscle spasms? Salutations, Yahura X.
has anyone had the kundalini awakening in their body?
Yeah, I'd be curious to see, hear somebody's experience about that because I don't think I've ever had that experience.
Yeah.
Other people say you did because when you heard the voice and all that stuff, that means that maybe it happened and I didn't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that.
I've never had that experience to where they say that you feel like electricity going up your spine and all of
Yeah.
that. I've never
It
experienced that.
I've had it, and it's
You have.
yeah,
Would you
it's
share that with us?
it's just like we all have it. It just awakens in us, at particular times in your life. So mine's was it's in our spine. It's
Mm-hmm.
down in our spine somewhere, and so but it rises. Like you said, it's like a it's actually a beautiful vibration feeling that you get. It just with throughout your body, and it just vibrates, and it's just this. It's a beautiful, beautiful vibration that
Really?
that it just spirals throughout your body.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, Darshawn? Who's this? Darshawn said he has. Did you have the?
Yeah, Darshan Ramin.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's see. Luana has the muscle spasms. Are they? Oops, sorry. Are they mainly in your legs, Luana, or are they all over your body? Because it's my whole body, mainly in my legs and thighs and feet and my hands. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's my whole body, and I'm like literally like this. Oh, and I can't move. It's extremely painful. All I can do is scream.
And
It's
so is
that
that
intense at
is that
times.
on a regular basis,
No,
or
it's
is it
not
just
regular anymore.
sometimes?
It seems to come in waves, and that's
Mm-hmm.
why I'm thinking it has something to do with something. Some energy is coming through because it doesn't happen all the time, but when it
Yeah.
happens, it's intense.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hey Darshan, would you mind coming getting on and just telling us and explaining your experience? You don't have to come on camera if you don't want to.
You can just have your voice. We'd love to have you join us. Pop, if you want to, I can go ahead so you don't have to look for it. Let me go in and um,
Okay,
put
cool,
the link in again
cool.
and put it. Come on, are you not going? There we go. Copy, and I'll go back into the chat. So I'm going to post the link in here. And again, guys, if you want to pop in and share your experience, and again, you don't have to show your faces. You can just be your voice. We'd love for you to join us and share
Yeah.
your experience. Just pop in and I'll bring you onto the panel. Let's see. I just had to take a muscle relaxer. Having it now. Yep. Yep. And
Mhm.
normally I don't like to do uh, pharmacia,
Big pharma.
thank you. I don't like to do that medicine, but I have tried so many different things to help with these muscle spasms. They were so bad, I had to go and say, "Look, hey doc, I need something to help me loosen this stuff up." So I do take muscle relaxers if it's absolutely necessary. I don't like to take them, but sometimes it gets so bad that I have to do that.
Yeah.
And Dershawn says his whole body. Is it okay? Are you having muscle spasms, Dershawn, or oh, he says vibration and frequency. So your whole
Yes.
body vibrates.
Yes.
That is awesome. I'd love
Yeah.
to hear your
Yeah. I would too. I would really love to hear it.
let's see. Yeah. Because everybody's experience will be different.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Ahura says full moon water elevated in the body. Wait a
That's a good
minute. Full
point. That's
moon
a good point.
water elevated in body causes spasm like rising of tides
Yeah.
during the moon cycle. Wow. Or you know what? That makes a lot of sense.
Hmm.
That makes a lot of sense. Oh, hang on. I think we have somebody. Dershawn's coming in. Come on in, Dershawn.
Come on
Give
in
me a
the
sec.
kitchen. Come on in
Come
the
on in,
kitchen.
darling. Welcome to Big Mama's Energy House, baby. Welcome to the
Hey,
kitchen.
that's beautiful. Thank you for having me.
Thank
What
you.
you ladies are really, I'm
Oh, I'm
just
so glad you
following.
joined us.
I'm a fan of Monica's.
Yes.
I always, whenever she's on YouTube, I'm tuning in. But her
Oh,
experience has been not only a healing help process for me because I've had these experiences as a child
wow.
coming up. And I
Wow.
wouldn't try to say I'm wise and master of all this stuff yet because each time it happens, it could be another experience of the level within the vibration, a level within the frequency, or downloads and things that we're picking up and feeling.
Yeah.
But Monica has a video, I think, at a time, I don't know if it's this year or last year, she was mentioning something about the awakening.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that the awakening is also a spiritual thing,
Mhm.
it's a
Mhm.
mental thing, and
Mhm.
it's a physical thing.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
think that's what something Christ mentions in Bible
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
scripture and text describes to us that the way we came in this world, we have to get back to God that way,
Exactly.
spirit and in truth. So what is spirit and truth? And the things that we feel in on that vibration and frequency level, the
Yeah.
things that we consciously download. Um, I'm excited about it because I'm feeling lately now. Everybody knows the lunar eclipse just happened, and
Right.
there won't be another one of those blood moons until 3 years from that date, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yes. Yes.
So, with those solar complexes and alignments, I'm getting right brain vibrations. And I mean, it feels like someone's touching my head like this, but it's
Yes.
vibrations like,
Really?
bzz,
Yes.
bzz, 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 and I can
Wa-
hear the sound of it. And I can hear,
Wow.
and you know what's so crazy right now? Lately, I've been picking on people's conversations when they're talking. Um, I wouldn't say about me, when they're having conversation about me.
So
I can
so
almost pick it up. It's
your it's awesome. Your pineal,
Telepathy.
your
hmm
pine, yeah, you're getting
hmm
that telepathy. Yeah,
I
exactly. You're
I
getting the
think
Yes, it's
powers.
coming in
big
because we
big
Yeah,
were able to speak to each
hmm
other. We didn't have to use our mouths at one
hmm
time.
exactly.
We spoke to each other
Mm-hmm.
that's right.
differently.
Telepathically, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Yes.
the thing that's coming back to us because
Yes.
a lot of young people, a lot of um, I wouldn't try to say older people, but a lot of our elderly people are
Mm-hmm.
picking up their wisdom and the depth that their wisdom was on the level that it is. And
Mm-hmm.
it's way advanced in the young ones, but the young ones level of wisdom almost now is almost equilibrium. You know, it's
Yeah.
just balance.
Yeah.
And it helps me because I'm trying to understand, I'm
Yeah.
trying to receive, I'm trying to
Yeah.
get back out. But when you get these warnings, you get these downloads, you know, sometimes when I get the vibration feeling all over my body, I'm healing or
Yes.
something shifting
You're
within.
you're
Something,
cleansing.
Yes.
yes,
You're cleansing and
yes.
you're purging. Yeah.
And we didn't. I guess the major thing I want to say, and I'm gonna shut up. We are constantly distracted that we don't have time to allow the body to take its process, to
Yeah.
allow the
It,
mentality of our bodies and minds
it does.
Yeah.
to take its process, to allow
Yeah.
the physical and spiritual side of our bodies to
Yeah.
take their time because we're not just one being at the moment.
Yeah.
You got to think we're a physical being. We can do
Yeah.
all this.
Yeah.
We can create in our minds.
Yeah.
We're co-creators. We're children of God, and
Yeah.
so our spirit. We're operating in three things, like the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. We're
Mm-hmm.
operating almost in that principle there because the
Mm-hmm.
spirit operates,
Mm-hmm.
the body's operating, and
Mm-hmm.
our mind is consciously on the kinetic level is
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
always developing and doing things. And um, somebody mentioned something to me today and said the brain cannot reheal itself.
Mm.
Yes, it can,
Oh, yes, it
but
can.
time is not of the essence for that.
Yeah.
You're talking about a material right there.
Yeah.
You're
Hmm.
talking about that's not just flesh.
Mm-hmm.
That's electricity. That's neurons. That's some that's a whole electric circuit by itself. We
Right.
would need a master electrician to
Right.
come in and left side, right side, you know, and have us all the way back. But we can do exceedingly and abundantly, and I believe
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But we are in a systematic world now that draws and targetly the black man and the black woman from being the young gods and young goddesses that we are.
Absolutely.
No matter how light skinned the black is or how dark the black is, we are those children of God. And that means something to me. Just like we see Greek mythology and Egyptian
Mm-hmm.
mythology, and they talk about the children of God, the sons of Horus and the daughters or the sons of Zeus. That's for real.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
That's
it's
Mm-hmm.
for
not
real.
mythology. It's
And
fact.
these people at the time I'm reading are Nubian diaspora skinned people. They're
Mm-hmm.
black. They're
Mm-hmm.
our colors.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And a lot of stuff has been whitewashed to keep us from inner knowing, outer knowing, and understanding and understanding.
Understanding.
And because if right now there could be words I'm saying, I'm sure somebody say, "Well, I'm confused. He done took me off the whole Richter scale or the radar with this," you know. But the awakened ones who understand what frequency and vibrations are. I sat down one time on this hill that used to be an old Indian place here in Dayton, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say I'm touching the trees
Mm-hmm.
and I'm rubbing the grass like it's carpet or something, I'm just
Mm-hmm.
rubbing it and rubbing it. And I'm just praying and talking, but meditating. And
Mm-hmm.
I can feel these vibrations just like a alien, like a UFO light shining on me.
Uh-huh.
But the radiance of that just flow down all and up through my body.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I um
It's
I do
amazing.
that. I was doing that. That's funny. When I was feeling that heaviness, I was outside and the clouds were really dark, but I
hmm
started talking to nature. And I
Yes.
started thanking Mother Father, and
Yes.
the wind started blowing, and
hmm
it just seemed like, the sun started shining on me even more.
Now I
But,
want to ask you this. I want to ask you this real quick. In the midst of that, did you hear the trees worship Father God? at the time.
Yeah, I felt like we were all one. We're all one.
That sound sounded
Yes.
like I wouldn't say a rock and roll stadium. If you ever heard a concert scream for their favorite fan, I mean their favorite entertainer,
Yeah.
and you hear that white noise like
Yes. Yes.
when I heard the trees worship, I said, wait a minute, he is the creator, and these trees, they
Yeah.
don't look like me.
Yeah.
They may not be physically mentally have the anatomy as me, but they
Exactly.
are a species and a creation of the Father. And so they
Absolutely.
have a
Absolutely.
way to worship. They have a way to
Absolutely.
sing. They have a way to
Absolutely.
and I watched the movie before. And I'm a very good movie critic. I will watch a
Mhm.
movie 50,000 times to
Wow.
catch every subliminal message, every
Okay.
symbology, everything down to the T.
We
I'm what
gotta break down that movie Black Adam that's out with The
I'll tell
Rock.
you about Black Adam. We should do that.
Yes,
I will
we
tell you about
should.
that is true.
Yes, it
That is
is.
true.
Yes.
Um, Noah, there's a movie about Noah.
Hmm.
And if we watch this movie, and of course it's whitewashed, but you see this, it's okay. I shouldn't say that too much, but because of history and stuff, I like to mention that to keep people in tune with what was and what wasn't at that time of race and existence. But um, Noah was experiencing things like this. Moses was experiencing things like this.
Hmm.
And it's the level and frequency that we all have to come up to
Hmm.
because we are those beings. I often say we are the aliens, but this is home. This is
No,
home. Well, my out of body experiences prove it.
Yeah. Yeah.
My out of body experiences prove it. And I can just, don't let me get home and sit on the couch. I could, and feel comfortable on the couch or comfortable on the bed. I'll go just like this in your face. I'll
Uh,
drop down like a robot. And it's
yeah.
so scary
really.
and weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so
Yeah.
systematic and periodically at times that I don't try to say it's wisdom or nothing. I just try to say there's something we're supposed to be really understanding about our 5D, 3D, 2D, whatever level and frequency and vibration it's on. We're supposed to have full understanding because, we get in that nature and she's talking.
Yes.
Oh boy.
She's saying purge me, cleanse
Oh
me.
yes.
She's saying plant more trees. She's saying they're talking about global warming. You know what I would have done as a leader? Okay, how much vacant land do we have? Because that's how much trees we need to plant. How much land and space do we have? Because that's how much fruit and vegetable the body needs, and the nourishment of that needs to be replenished and on constant replenish for
That's a
us.
whole nother conversation,
Yeah,
Darshan.
yeah.
So we got a lot to talk about, but yeah, I'm with you on that. Hopefully everyone else here, if you have more questions about things that we're talking about now, maybe you,
Hmm.
you haven't, gotten that far. We'll be happy to
Hmm.
somebody. Oh, there's Big Mama at 444. I like that. But if you haven't gotten that far and got questions, just feel free to pop in and leave the question, and we're gonna answer it for you to the best of our ability. But I can tell you that this is all fascinating for me because I'm an XJW. I don't know your background. Are you? What's your? How did you come into this? You've been doing into consciousness all your life, basically.
I would say
Yeah,
all my
and when
life.
was your
Okay,
awakening?
sorry, Monica. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
When was your awakening too?
Mine was young. I used to always have these dreams about Egyptians.
Mm.
I used to always have dreams about Egyptians. I used to always have dreams about not Native Americans, but Aboriginal, Indigenous, Indian looking people.
Wonderful.
And they were like, I guess, I don't know, but where we lived as a child, where I was growing up, was a old VA graveyard.
Okay.
They built our ghetto on an old VA graveyard.
Wow.
And I would see these spirits
Okay.
walk
Okay.
and move, and so my spirituality started young. I
Yeah.
did always grow up in church. Always
Hmm.
have put God first, as far as my spirituality goes. But
Hmm.
the sideline experiences that came, whether I was in the game or not, you still were able to witness God, or witness that realm of
Yeah.
those things. So
Yeah. Yeah.
my dreams, my visions, the out of body experiences have taught me a lot and showed me who I am.
Yeah.
And I'm confident with that. I'm sold out when it comes to stuff like that because there's a mission, there's a calling, and
Yes.
that mission is for me to have the healing power to heal self and then try to help heal the world and
Yeah.
do what we're all supposed to do. This every individual has their job.
Yeah.
Our time is to take care of what the creator has for us to replenish us. Is to take care of that.
And you know
Yeah.
what? I was just reading last night that this is also the time, right? Like right now during this period,
Mhm.
they're particularly judging folks for rulership
Mhm.
positions,
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
authoritative positions.
Yes. Self
So
proclamation and all that
all
of
of
being
that,
kings and whatever.
whatever. So
But
Is
we
that
but
what they
the
call like the kings and priests that's going to help rule
you
the earth?
all, yeah, rulership positions.
but when you go to a secret place, when God ever takes you to a secret place, and I've been to a couple places a couple of times,
Hmm.
and I get eternal peace.
Hmm.
And so when he says, these code text words that's biblical, but spiritually are secrets and answers for us, he goes and prepare a place for us.
Yeah.
And then when you go there and then you come back from that secret place, of course you're going to say you're a queen and a king. Of course you're going to say you're a goddess and a
Yeah.
god
Yeah.
because you have witnessed the testimony of that is above and as it is beneath.
Below.
And that's the
Yeah.
heaven speaking. That's the
Yeah.
heaven speaking. That's our spiritual guides, our ancestors, the
Yeah.
guides of our guardians, etc.,
Yeah.
ancestor, ancients, people we don't even know.
I
People that could be
know.
watching over us right now from the 1500s, and they might be
Yes.
wearing
Yes.
Quaker Oats clothes and stuff.
Right.
You never know.
Right.
We
Right.
never know. But
Right.
we once we get there, it is eternal life. But our spirituality is for us to obtain the knowledge of now,
Yes.
of
Now.
to have the now version instead of waiting till we pass away. It's to understand who am I in my spirit. I need to know my soul. I need to know my inner mind. What is my mind capable of doing?
Yeah.
Can I manifest?
Yeah.
Can I procreate peace?
Yeah.
Can I rebuke and put boundaries up against evil and wickedness? Can I
Yeah.
divide myself from those type of energies?
Yes.
And we are the chemists. We are the co-creators.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. We are the alchemists.
Yes, yes.
Love it.
And
I
so
love
and see our grandmothers, our great grandmothers and grandmothers showed us this.
Yes.
They could go in the backyard and pull herbs and create medicine and
Mm-hmm.
make remedies and
Mm-hmm.
create teas.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, my child has a cold. They know what they can do with honey
Mm-hmm.
and an herb
Mm-hmm.
and all the mixings and creations
Yep.
and combunctions to make something work. We
Right.
have all of the great hairstylists, all black women are co-creator goddesses. All black
Yes.
men are
absolutely.
co-creator gods,
Yes.
son of
Yes.
gods.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And
Absolutely.
yeah, because I had a question about that stepping into that authority and that rulership because
mhm,
so but I'll talk about that another time too because it's just I'm just so many levels, it's
mhm,
many levels, right?
mhm, mhm,
And so but at this particular point I've got questions because I've been doing some research on
mhm,
Big Mama energy
mhm,
and
mhm,
what's actually going on right now at this phase of of the age of Aquarius,
mhm.
and this warfare time. So, but yeah, so that could be another conversation, Big Mama
But
over there.
Indeed, indeed. And to Ahura X says full moon water. I read this before, but it popped in my
mhm,
mind. Water elevated in body causes spasms like the rising tides in the moon. But like the other day, I posted a video of a sun dog that I saw. What you
What's
got
that?
there? Rainbow?
full moon water, yes,
Really?
Really? Let me see.
yes.
So was it the
It's
blood
it's
moon from the other
rainbow
night?
looking.
Of course, you're getting rainbow because this is a couple full moons ago that
Okay.
I manifested this water, and I poured all over my hands and head and cleansed myself,
Nice.
and I put a little smell good in it. But you know why it works for me and it enhances everything around me?
Hmm.
Because it's manifested.
Yeah.
It's out the word of my mouth.
Yeah.
It's at the right time and alignment. We have to be on. Time shows us. You know when that time is clicking and
Mm.
the northeast are telling you which direction is. It's all alignment.
Yeah.
It's all in alignment. So I'm glad somebody said something about moon water because I'm sacred when it comes to that. I love holy water, whatever kind of water, but when it comes to moon water, I think
Mhm.
we use this because I use mines because it enhances my manifestations. It cleanses my atmospheres. It's almost like if you ever heard of Florida water, spiritual water.
I have heard of it.
Yes, yes. And I love the aroma I made with it, and it's yeah.
What fragrance do you use? I'm curious.
I I had some vanilla scent,
Oh.
and let me tell you, I did this on a low budget. I went right to a Dollar Tree and grabbed a vanilla scent little thing, something I could just pour into the water,
Hmm.
shake it up, give it its aroma or whatever.
Hmm.
But it really works for me, and I think it helps me get clarity if the ancestors were present or if a
Okay.
spiritual guide was present. It
Okay.
helps set me down mentally and gets me grounded to accept and receive those downloads and informations that could be
Yeah.
processing through me at the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm,
Absolutely.
mhm,
Absolutely. Even when it comes to drinking water just on a regular routine, I'm learning
mhm,
that drinking out of like a glass or copper,
mhm, mhm,
container is
mhm.
it is more what's that word that I guess I want to say electrifying or whatever, but
Yes.
what the sun does to it or what the moon would do to it,
I think you're
you
doing
know.
that. You doing that is good because that's definitely something that the ancestors and the ancients used to do, drink out of silver and copper.
Yeah.
Because it's an element and
Yeah.
it's an element that's connected by source.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
has
Yes.
that it has a it even if it's a piece of gold, if it's a piece of silver on the ground or a copper, that's an element that has something to do with creation and
Mhm. Mhm.
that energy.
Energy.
See, we
Energetic.
constantly give our energy away. And I
Mhm.
had to start saying to myself in manifestation, return all my energy to me because we give
Yes.
it out so much
Yes.
that we don't
Yes.
know how draining and draining and draining it
Yes.
gets. But
Yes.
with Big Mama energy, you know,
Woo! That's yeah.
Big Mama energy make you have a dream.
Woo! Big
She'll make
mama
you have a dream.
energy. Wow. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, that's a whole nother energy right there.
Yeah.
But we have women who in our communities, our family who come from it's like it's in them almost that spiritual energy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's in them.
Yeah,
It's in them.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Indeed,
And I love
indeed.
it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So are you Native American or what's your background?
I'm Cherokee and Blackfoot.
Nice.
My
Dakota.
grandfather, yes.
Dakota here.
I in my Hebrew side I claim Judah.
Okay. Okay.
And my father's fathers, all three of my great grandfathers, including my grandfather, were Negro men until the slave master of my grandfather there. There's all kind of little mixtures in the melting pot here, but I love the divine side of my black and my Aboriginal indigenous people.
Nice.
And I
Okay.
talked to a Cherokee. If I could mention this for 5 seconds,
Mhm.
he tells me we're having a debate about who's legit as far as natives to the land. And I'm that guy that comes to the platform like a politician almost, you know? I'm not going to have a conversation and say, oh, you're Cherokee, I'm Cherokee. No, you're Native American. I'm Aboriginal Indigenous
Aboriginal,
American.
indigenous.
And
And
that's a
there is a
different
difference.
Indian. That's a different Indian.
There is a
And
Yeah.
so
difference.
he said, you better not come across the Mississippi River and say that. I said, and I have a theory. These black Aboriginal Indigenous Indians were placed Mississippi and across that river borderline from Florida up to New York, Maine, in those areas in the East Coast of America, because they was the first one to meet the white man, for example, Christopher Columbus, or to have that trade, the slave trade come through and impact them
Mm-hmm.
in their community and society and economical ways of living at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, where are those Indians at? You know,
Right, right,
where are
right.
those clans and tribes at? And they're all washed away. And then you hear one little story about Pocahontas, who
Right.
was a black
Exactly.
Indian, and she was
Okay.
Powhatan, and I do have Powhatan Indian in me as well.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I love it.
Wow.
I love it.
Wow. You are a wealth of information. So
Thank
we
you. Thank
definitely
you.
look forward to you. So you've been following Monica, but I look forward to hearing more from you myself as well.
Yeah, I would definitely tune in. Monica's experience for me has helped me and healed me. I'm like, her channel gives you like a journey,
Yeah.
but you're on one accord. You know you're going through the same thing she's talking about, or you
Yeah.
experienced it a day or two ago,
Right,
or
right, right.
it happens to you after. And so to me, I was like, okay, we're all on one accord here, and that's what God is doing. That's
Yeah,
what God is
right.
doing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we're all one, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Christ consciousness.
Yes. Yes. Because He was able to do this.
Yep,
If
exactly.
you read the text when He describes Himself in the garden praying, He's just not in it to us physically. He's in the garden and praying, but He's holding a whole 5D conversation with
Mm-hmm.
the Father
Mm-hmm.
on His mission,
Mm-hmm.
on
Mm-hmm.
His spiritual,
Mm-hmm.
what His spiritual sacrifice is going to be
Yeah.
to bring Him back into His pureness as the lamb. He
Yeah.
came as the lion. He will return as the lion, but He left as a lamb.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
love it because He has to come back. It's warrior time.
Yeah.
We're not just fighting now in the spirit realm. The spirit realm is fighting us in the physical realm
Yes.
now. The
Yes.
spirit, the demonic
Do I
entities,
get to
the
put my
negative.
Trinity outfit on now?
Yes.
I'm ready. I am ready.
but
Got to slip
we
my
are
hair back.
Trinity.
Got my leather coat on. I got my whoop. Let's go. And see,
We
and
we
I was
we
telling C Love that I feel like a warrior, like Wakanda forever.
yes.
Part of me,
Yes.
but part of me also,
Yes.
I'm going to be dressed like Trinity, but I'm going to have a satchel full of milk and cookies.
Yes. Awesome. Awesome. But Monica, you know what
That's
you're
that big
clear.
mama energy. That's for
That's
sure
it.
big mama energy.
Yes.
You been
Yes.
cutting up and tear your butt up. Okay, now come in. Let me
Yes,
love you
ma'am.
now. Here's some cookies, baby.
But Monica, that's clarity. That's
Uh-huh.
clarity. That's the goddess inside. That's your spirit. That's your soul.
Yeah.
That's that warrior
Yep.
is in you.
Yep.
And okay, the physical body has to look like this in this society. But if it was our world, you would be dressed like one of those Amazons on a horse. Don't y'all mess with Monica.
Absolutely.
She got power
It's
and
on and popping.
force and energy. Yes.
It's on and popping.
It's something inside of us that has always been us. And then if you notice, if you ever have a deja vu or a past life visual or experience where why am I having a dream about the 1800s?
Hmm.
Why am I, my past life I was a woman.
Did you see
My past life I was a woman in my past life.
have you seen your
I
Akashic
was
I
Akashic
imagining.
records yet?
not yet. I'm dying to do that. I'm
Okay.
dying to do that. And
Okay.
this woman, I seen her in Philadelphia.
Hmm.
The same my past life. So I
Hmm.
had the dream about her. I see her in my dream.
Hmm.
What's so special about this cart? This is like the wind up cars at this time.
Hmm.
I had a lot of gentlemen around me as far as like I don't know what kind of business or work we did, but it was like business. I know myself was walking in buildings and coming back out to the car,
Hmm.
and the dream would just go off. But then I went to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, at the Holiday Inn there on
Market Street. Oh,
Roosevelt
Roosevelt.
Boulevard.
Okay.
Yeah, off the turnpike, right? And let
Yeah.
me tell you what happened to me as soon as I went to sleep. My whole body went numb. I'm sleeping like this. The TV's still playing, running itself. I could see every commercial, but I can't move.
Hmm.
And I'm trying to tell the person in the other bed, hey, hey. I can't touch them. They can't hear me. And
Right.
guess who walks in?
Who?
This woman.
She did.
This
Okay.
woman that's supposed to be the past life. So it's amazing because it shows me or tells me theoretically that the past life is even living still today.
Oh yeah, I
And
was
that
researching
kind
that.
of trips me. That kind of
Mm,
trips me sometimes.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm like,
I mean, and
whoa.
it's happening. Everything is happening simultaneously. I mean, it's
Hmm.
like bubbles. Everything is
Hmm.
yeah,
happening at the
Hmm.
same time, but we're
yeah,
Hmm.
just in different
yeah,
dimensions. But it's all happening at the same time.
yeah.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. And it's so powerful because we want to get up and write our visions and dreams down or spiritual and physical experiences down in our journals to clarify or rectify something about it. But I love it when it deja vu's me because it's like I could be in the physical now and I just feel like I get into that. And it's like
Yeah.
a thought, it's like a snap of thought, but I'm like, why
Right.
did I just think of that? What was that about? And guess
Right.
what? I'll be right there in the moment
Yeah.
within that deja vu to be like, remember when I showed you this? Well, this is this. And I'll be like,
Yeah.
it is exactly this.
Yeah.
So our psyche is not working only here in the 3D, it's working within the spiritual realm,
Yeah.
the mental realm. It's conscious. You know, I believe when we sleep, our spirit rises up and
Mm-hmm.
walks our house.
Mm.
And
Mm.
walks our house. And some people say, I'll be hearing stuff at night. I say it could be your ancestors or you or
Mm-hmm.
yourself
Mm-hmm.
moving in the
Mm-hmm.
spiritual realm, cleansing and protecting that body
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
has that physical mission here on earth.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's funny that you should
Absolutely.
say that because I had someone. Remember what the video that I talked about the Anunnaki dude, the being that
Hmm.
showed up in my cabin.
Hmm. Hmm.
Anyway, I had someone, I guess, do like a reading on me, and what she said is
Hmm.
that being was me.
Back in the time, yes. Now,
It was
can I
me,
tell
and
you
it was
this?
masculine, and that's why I feel like I have been male
Hmm.
before.
Hmm.
And she
Yes, you
says
have.
that being was me.
And we come this we are belittling God's power when it comes to our spirit that's in us, our soul that's in us. Because this is something he secretly says in the Bible that that leads us to this eternal life statement, right? That we're going to have eternal life. That's he's talking about now. We have that, and he said though we perish, right? Who would just say, "Oh, we perish" like that? Like no one wants to die like that. You know, no one wants to perish away and die. But we die daily. And you take that however, spiritually, physically, and mentally, we die daily. We'll change something if it's not working for us. We'll kill that thing in us that's not making us feel good. We'll
Mm-hmm.
heal ourselves from hurt that doesn't let us flow and keeps us stagnant. We'll kill that thing off of us. And excuse me, all this sweating. I got this jumpsuit on, and it's super warm in here. So we are dealing with a energy, a power, and that's why we're here.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to learn how to operate this thing
We're here. We're
because
here to so that source can
mm-hmm,
experience itself. You know.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's
Yeah.
In
powerful.
a
You said
very
that. That's
unique
true.
way
Yeah.
because every one of us, we are
Mm-hmm.
all unique in our own
Yes.
way.
Mm-hmm.
No one can be Dershawn. No one can be Sela. No
Yes.
one can be
Yes.
me. No one can be Yahora or Luana
Mm-hmm.
or whoever else was in here. We all
Mm-hmm.
have our own unique experience. We are a facet of
Mm-hmm.
Source
Mm-hmm.
having a
You
human experience, but we
Go ahead.
together are one.
yes. So if you guys seen the X-Men movie, this new movie, it's not that new, but it's called X-Men Apocalypse.
I haven't seen it yet.
Well,
I
the
haven't
guy
seen it
that's
either.
in, just check out the what do they call that? The previews of
The
it. Just
trailer.
yeah,
Okay.
just see
The
if
trailer.
it entertains you or not. Yeah, check out the trailer. See if it
Mm-hmm.
entertains you. But I got a message out of
What
this.
is it called
This
again,
guy,
Dershawn?
X Men.
X Men, the Apocalypse.
Apo- Okay, X-Men. Okay.
and
I'll
and so they
definitely check
show
that out.
they show some Masonic Egyptian symbology
Mhm.
within energy and spiritual
Mhm.
soul work,
Mhm.
and they show where these pharaohs would transfer their consciousness and their spirit into another body.
Mhm.
And they
Mhm.
said that's what the tombs were for.
Nimrod.
And so I kept watching this movie. You know, I'm going to watch it five. No, I said 50,000 times. We're going, I'm going to watch this movie 50,000 times, and I believe I have. But
Mhm.
I come to the theory of this. I said, if they were doing that, then that have to be something that's realistic. Even in that ancient time, it's something that was being practiced. And my next question to the theory is, did it actually work?
Mhm.
Because we're talking about a source of energy that has a vibration and its own number of frequency. It
Mhm.
can be high or low,
Mhm.
and that it can reach the planes of the heavens and reach the depths of hell,
Mhm.
you know? And after watching that movie so much and pondering on it and thinking, of course you're gonna have a vision or a dream, right?
Mhm.
That's the mental buildup.
Mhm.
So the little creature, which is this Egyptian looking like guy who comes back into the year of 2020 something,
Mhm.
2021, 2022, he comes back in his time and he's looking like, this is not the world I created for y'all. You know, like everybody's stupid now. Everybody's fighting wars. He said weaklings. He called them weaklings because they was not mentally inclined. They wasn't spiritually divine. There, you know, he called them weak and consciously and well, there wasn't consciously comprehensible.
Yeah.
They couldn't comprehend their own conscience because
Mhm.
they were so weak and stuff. And in a dream, this same character out of this movie came and spoke to me in this green and purplish mist. And I, you know, when it's something like that manifests, it's something we can visually receive because we have already saw it. It will not scare us.
Mhm.
So whatever message they had to transfer, they used that image to bring to me and say, which was the same, um, which was the same direction of this movie character, is to tap into our consciousness, is to tap into our power. What are your gifts? What are your talents? Is to bring you out. And that's why I love the Bible when it says this: we are not flesh. We are not. And then when you talk about that Black Adam movie, when I say we are not flesh, you know why Black Adam was Black Adam? No bullet penetrated him or nothing like that? Because the soul man was on the outside. That source and
Oh,
energy could not be penetrated. It was like a force
Oh.
field shield of Adam and
Oh.
energy that
Okay.
that could disintegrate and just do everything to, you know, whatever that energy had to
it's
do
like
to
a
protect
force field.
the atom. Yes, it was like a
Yeah.
spaceship
Wow.
shield. If nothing could get through it.
Wow.
And
That's
that's
fascinating.
almost like the Shekinah glory. It's going to protect what's in the ark.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
and we are the arts, and we have that same glory. We have that same glory in us. That's the original Adam's had. Did you know Adam and Eve? And I read the Adam and Eve books, and they're just books. I don't tell people to believe everything, but you can almost comprehend the common sense of stuff, you know.
Mhm.
So Adam and Eve, they lived up on the mountains
Mhm.
because everybody else on the low frequency planes had issues. They were dealing with worldly things. They were distracted. They were struggling. They were hungry. They were eating meats. They didn't even know the alkaline and natural stuff of the water and the fruits and vegetables and stuff.
Mhm.
They didn't know that that was our meats. They didn't know that these things that bear fruit were our medicine.
Mhm.
But everybody needs man-made medicine now. And
Mhm.
these man-made medicines have side effects. And and things that, okay, you're gonna take this and it's gonna heal your throat. It's gonna fix your sore throat. But you may in the future have kidney.
Then your liver's gonna
There may
fall
be some,
out.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes. There's some kind of side effect to it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they would never come down from their mountain. But in generations down, children down from Adam and Eve, they would have to keep that same ritual. to come back to that mountain in the cave of Adam and talk to God and worship God. Because why did they have to be on that frequency and plane? Because they could not be where the vibration was low. That's like if we want the glory of God to come into the room right now, we have to worship. We have to set that what? Atmosphere. We have
Mhm.
to put that proton and the neutrons out. We have to clear our negative. When we at church and our mind's not right, or if we're in a spiritual setting and we're up here diffusing negativity and all the congestion of just the negative side of the world could give us, we
Mhm.
get rid of that.
Mhm.
And then we're trying to take what left of good we have, and
Mhm.
we try to give that to God so He could come back and what fill up our cups.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
are a
Woo!
wealth of
Yeah.
knowledge, honey.
Some that would
Thank you
shake me real
so,
quick.
Woo.
so much.
Yes.
Yeah, we're
But
gonna
thank
have
you for having me.
we,
I know I
you'll
talk
have to
too
come
much.
back on, young man,
Yes,
for
ma'am.
sure.
Thank
Now,
you.
Horace, this one little last thing. You hear it says the earth pole shifted. That's why we're feeling the energy
Mhm.
because we are shifting too.
The
Yeah.
Absolutely. Good point.
Yeah.
Mercury
Good point.
That's
Mercury
a good point.
retrograde
Horace.
just recently.
Horace.
There's certain
Mhm.
planets lined up with Earth right now.
Mhm.
And people say about our signs for a reason, Taurus, Capricorn, Leos, whatever, because they that helps us, the astrology part helps keep us aligned with the heavens dial, or
Yeah.
what we call the wheel
Yes.
of fortune.
Yeah.
When this clock gets to ticking and turning, God might want to wake me up at 3 a.m.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
there's
Mhm.
something that aligns that says, I want you to snap him up right on up
Mhm.
at this time and wake him up and start him up, or
Mhm.
give him this download or this stream at
Mhm.
this time.
Mhm.
And it's an alignment thing that's happening.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're going to be
absolutely.
talking a lot about that too. So if you
Yeah.
have some more information, get your notes together, Mr.
Mhm.
Darshan, so you can come back and help us share that too.
Yes,
Thank
Please,
you
yes,
again
please.
yes.
so
Yeah.
much for popping
Thank
in the
y'all for
room. We
having me.
appreciate you.
Thank
Y'all have a
Missy
you.
great
Love, do you
night.
have any
You
final
too.
thoughts?
Did I have any final
Do
thoughts?
you have any
Oh,
final thoughts?
no, just come back. Come back.
Yes, yes. Awesome, awesome.
Uh-huh.
I love you,
Yes.
ladies.
Absolutely.
Peace,
Absolutely.
peace, love, light.
Yes,
As
peace,
yes,
love, and
yes,
Absolutely. And
blessings
as
to you both.
always,
yes.
come on, Darshan, you got to do it with us, okay?
Mhm.
As always, keep your vibrations.
I don't know if that note was going to come out right, so I
I
love
love you
y'all.
guys.
All right.
Till next time, okay?
Next time.
God bless y'all. Bye bye.
God bless.